Good morning. In this study, I want to present the phenomenon of the use of technology and innovation in the luxury hospitality industry in a more global form than analyzing just one brand. In fact, I'm convinced that the analysis of the reason, the general situation and possible future prospects is more interesting than concentrating effort on a single analysis. The impact of the technological innovation in luxury hotel does not arise from a choice, but from a clear market request. All development strategies in the sector must start from an accurate analysis of the consumer. In this case, the evolution of consumers out of our control and divided into homogeneous clusters shows the advance of new young focused consumers who are used to living experiences and sharing emotions using technology and innovation. We can start with an important definition. What is luxury? Luxurious is a good or service which is not needed, but which gives pleasure and happiness to the person who uses it. It requires an expenditure of resources greater than the utility that can be obtained and the needs that it satisfies. The consumer perceives the value of the luxury brand. First of all, he identifies the functional aspect by referring to the qualitative excellence of the brand, perceived quality, durability, refinement, and craftsmanship. Continuing, it is the aesthetic character that determines the luxury. The brand must be perceived as highly sophisticated, innovative, creative, and elegant. And finally, the expressive aspect refers to the exclusivity of the luxury brand. Uniqueness, scarcity, exclusivity, and the inaccessibility increase the consumer positive perception. Now, just a quick sight of a very interesting model. This model defines how the combination of product characteristics, the relationship with the brand, and the psychological characteristics of the consumer create the relationship with a luxury brand in an evolutionary form with more basic cognitive sensation toward higher and more intimate ones such as self-gratification. Moving up the pyramid of the consumer uses the luxury brand as a signal intrinsic of a higher social status, associating oneself with social group well defined and such that they can be called premium. At the top of the pyramid, the products embody higher psychological level of value. In conclusion, luxury brands competition is based on the ability to evoke exclusivity, brand identity, and high quality perceived by the consumer, evoking happiness and self-esteem in the consumer mind, creating a bond, an interconnection. So now, when the term luxury refers to more specifically to tourism, this take on an experiential, intangible connotation. Luxury tourism can be classified as niche tourism, as it offers its customers services characterized by uniqueness and authenticity, and which can take on the character of superfluity. With the goal to align the offer with the customer's needs, the objective is to classify the clients into clusters, outlining their main traits, economic potential, and purchasing behavior. In particular, I want to focus attention on the generational aspect that differentiate the different categories of consumers as a direct and easy way to segment the clients. The millennials and the Z generation groups are defined as demanding, non-brand loyal, and immune to the normal marketing activities, traditional. They are those who have come of age in the full development of the digital age, although in the second case it is more marked and had much more impact. So speaking about the Z generation. If in fact millennials can be considered dependent on technology, technology is part of Generation Z of being and is an integral part of their life. The luxury hospitality sector will imperatively have to take an interest in the new configuration of needs expressed by the so-called emerging consumer categories, as they will be the ones who will dominate the demand for the luxury travel in 15 years' time. These consumers co-create the offer through well-defined and externalized desires and needs, actively promote the satisfaction of an experience through digital platforms, and seek an emotional connection with the brand. The first result of this analysis is given by the international development of lifestyle hotels that now are constantly growing. For years now, more than ever, large hotel chains and smaller companies have been investing in this segment to differentiate themselves on the market and follow a development and diffusion trend that is experiencing a strong boom. These hotels are designed to satisfy the needs and taste of the guest, both in terms of design and lifestyle, with particular attention to detail and emotional issues. In the hospitality sector, luxury was previously associated only with individual hotels that were important and sumptuous. Instead, it is now associated with experiences and lifestyles that can also be minimalist and informal, also found in small hotels, private homes, and rented villas, following customer preferences. A good example of luxury lifestyle hotel is the Andaz Prague of the Hyatt Group. Take a look to the website. Sector trade fairs are very important international event for learning about the latest trend and having a complete vision of what the market can offer. Most is when I was director of the foreign market at Fiera Milano for a long time, I worked also for host, and these represented are the latest trend presented and show that today hotels are not only for sleeping. In this slide, we can find some images that show the current trends. The proposal of the future hotel in Astana is particular, which take up the concept of capsules developed in Japan since the 80s, filling it with technology and comfort. The trend of luxury tourism supported by new technology opens new horizons and tells new stories of comfort. This is just the beginning of a science fiction journey into third millennium hospitality, which follows the guest from his arrival through the hotel facilities to the end of his journey and beyond. The new challenge for hotels that believe in the importance of this new socio-historical period is to design and make the most innovative and technologically advanced services available to their clients. Finally, one of the latest trends in luxury hospitality is the continuous growth in the number of consumers who prioritize being sustainable, confirming a fundamental shift in the way people behave. Even accommodation facilities are conforming to sustainable practice aimed, on the one hand, at satisfying consumer requests, and on the other hand, at respecting the environment in which they operate and the society in which they interface. Finally, the hospitality sector, and even more so that of luxury hospitality, by virtue of its close relationship with the consumer, is undergoing rapid evolution due to the rapid evolution of the target audience. The highlighted clustering unequivocally shows the rise of a new focus targets who are increasingly younger, unfaithful, difficult to contact with normal marketing activities, but above all, inclined towards high tech and these uses also in leisure and travel areas. It is therefore necessary for the management of luxury hotel to take into account the characteristic of this new target, also because over the next few years they will be the most important consumers in terms of number and spending capacity. Thank you very much.